Welcome back. So we are making this different version of a wreath. Wreath, I don't even know how to pronounce this word properly. Again with the Kamihimo Craft Paper, and I've made this last year or the year before, I think 2 years ago or something, and someone's seen it. And then I posted it again on social media and people wanted to know how to do it. So there's your chance now. So this is more the Christmassy color, you know, the green and the red, as it were, with the little bows. But you can make it with little bells or eggs for Easter or whatever. So there's different options. And it's fairly easy. You just need a lot of material. That's pretty much it. Let's dive right into it. Kia ora everybody. So I'm using 6m30 of the Kamihimo Craft Paper. So I'm using red and green. So this is the red, and it comes in lovely little packs like this. Even has the instructions for this little basket on the top inside here. So if you ever want to go down that road and want to make one of those. And then all I need to do is, so I've measured them already, so there's 6m30 of either of them, and now it's a bit of a bird's nest really. Now, separate the two colours. Sorry about that. It's that long, it's quite difficult to manage at the beginning. So what I need to do is find the halfway mark, as it were. There we go. Halfway, and make a nice little crest. So that's that one done, and then do the same with this one. So that's the only difficult thing with this kind of thing. So, halfway. Now, if you know the windmill knot, then this will be really, really easy for you. If you do not, then this is like a very fast kind of mini tutorial on that one. So we've got the two pieces, as it were, at the halfway mark, and they have a nice little crest. So we opening one off, up, put the other one on top, where, there you go, where they sort of meet, kind of thing, because this one stays. This one, the one that's from underneath, so see how they like this? So the one that's from underneath, you sort of bend it up and put a little loop and place it next to the original. There you go, like so. And then you bend that green one backwards, like so. And now with this length, that's a bit of a mesh. You just pull it and pull it and pull it until you've got the end of it. There you go. And poke the end through the little loop that's in here, like through there. And you want it so it's nice and flat, so when they're that long they kind of twist and turn and do all kinds of bits and pieces. There you go. Pull tight, pull this one tight, not too tight that you crease it, don't do it like that, leave it nice and flat. Right. Very good. So far so good. Yeah. Then you turn the whole thing over, and on the back it looks like this. Right, showing this. So it kind of looks like a little cross sort of thing, isn't it? Right. And then what you do is, so you put this one. So if you have the diagonal sort of facing you, that's always. I mean, you know, you can do it in either direction. It doesn't really matter. But I like to start this way. It's just me. Then you pull this one up, sort of in a diagonal fashion as well, right? And then go clockwise. And this one sort of pulls in between these two, as it were. And that one lays parallel to this one. Just fold them over nice and give them a good squish. And then this one here, that green one, needs to go through the red one there. I hope that makes sense. So that one needs to go through there, and while they're that long, it's a bit tricky, so you need to pull until you've got the end, and poke it through there until it comes out like so, and then just pull, and then hopefully, if you're lucky, you don't have too many twists, and then you can just pull it tight. And then this side looks pretty much like that side. So that's the beginning of your wreath. So if I will show this one to you now, so it could be anywhere here, but I do know it's actually up the top here because that's where I finished it. But anyway, and then you continue with the same method until you only have about 40 centimeters left on any of these. So it just goes round and round. So 1, 2, 3, and then the next one, oopsala, needs to get pulled through. So I usually, if you see what I'm doing, I hold my finger so it doesn't twist as much. So then when I poke it through, in this case the green one, and pull it. There you go. It's much easier. I hope that makes sense. And then continue, diagonal, parallel to the original, and then the next one goes and through, just pull, and you continue in the same fashion until you made basically like a big kind of like a spiral sausage, as it were. All right, and then I'll see you just before the end again. Rightio, so 40 centimeters left, and so what we're doing now is we're bringing those two ends together, like so, right? And then we just need to bring these 4 loose strips and insert them into that end in their respective intervals. So, hope you can see this. Oh, and it is easier, forgot to show you this, if you cut the ends off a little bit on an angle. There you go. I'm sorry about my feet. Can't be sitting anymore, so I stand up. Because that's the sort of thing I can do, standing up. Don't need to be sitting. Right, so we try this again. Okay, so we're coming out of the green. And that means we marry it into the red. Pull through. Right. Keep it fairly loose to start with, right? And then the other red comes out of the green and goes into the red. So far so good, right? Kind of, hey? And so now we sort of slowly moving these two sides towards each other. Right? There we go. Sorry, I'm a bit out of frame. Sometimes it is actually easier to do it in your lap. But there we go. That's more like it. And now we just need to find the other side of these green ones. And we pull those through. And sometimes it takes a little bit more manipulating. There we go. Coming on the other side. I've tightened it so nicely that now, of course, there it is. There it is. Now, of course, it doesn't want to come. Oh, God. Might have to use another tool. Excuse me. There we go. There we go. This one goes on the other side. It does take a little bit of manipulation. Helps having one of these. Oops. Oh, I'm splitting this. That wasn't intended. Right here. Try and tighten this so you can't even see where you started and where you ended. Right? Now, how does that look? Nice. Okay. We can cut all of these now, except the one here at the top. I probably could have gone a little bit further because, you know, I've got this length. Probably don't need this, but we can use these offcuts to make our little bow. There we go. And the bottom one as well. So this is how far we gone. Looks pretty decent, doesn't it? And now we split this one in half. That's how easy they are to split. Right, and we use the back one of these and thread it through the middle. And we can put a little bit of glue on this if we want to secure it. And that's going to be our, oopsala, you can't see this. This is going to be our handle. Now I don't actually use glue for this one because I want the handle, the loop, to be a little bit shorter. Instead what I'll do is I thread it back through the other way to secure it. Right in the bottom there. And then this bit I also thread through, and I definitely cut that one off. So I cut this bit off, And then this is our handle. And now we can leave it like this if we want to. Or we can use the offcuts and make a little bow, like on this one. And then use glue and a little bit of this material and thread it through to secure it nicely. And then that's pretty much it. I'm not showing how to do the bow, because I mean, you know, there's so many different ways of doing that, but ultimately this is what you're looking for. So I might just leave this one as is. There they are, side by side. So even though I've used the same length, you can tell there's subtle differences in terms of size. Very, very subtle. But so this paper I got gifted from overseas, so this is not in our shop. This one, however, is in our shop. So just to recapture, it's the, there we go, it's the Kamihimo. In this case, it's the green and the red. And it's a 15-meter roll, and you can make 2 of these plus a bit to spare with 2 packs of these. So there you go. So there are those. That's the reverse. Kind of love it. They're quite solid too. You know, like you can, you know, it sounds solid. So they're not gonna, even though they're made with paper, they're not gonna fly away in the wind even if you hang them outside. So they will survive, trust me.